Hi, welcome to the channel. Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing Shakur Stevenson sets the record straight in Inoue and Nakatani with questionable wins, and is Keyshawn Davis next up? But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop them below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live today. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App at $ 2 cents boxing, or let me know and dropping it below your 2 cents in the super chat below. If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button, and you could hit that heart with the $ and just leave a special thanks below. Let me know you enjoy the content. Shout out to everybody that's joining me on the panel today. And let me let me see if I can find this real quick. I can't find it right now. Let me see. Give me a second, child. So, I don't know how to do this. Okay, I don't know how to do it. I'm going to make sure I have it for the next show, though. I want to start giving a shout out to the people on my show that do leave super thanks in the comment sections, and I want to start reading their comments. So if I don't do it this live, I'm going to do it next live. Shout out to everybody that helps support the channel. Now, can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. All right, everybody can hear me good. Everybody can hear me good. Mic check, mic check. Teach, where you been, Teach? I ain't heard you. I ain't seen you in the chat or heard you on the panel in a minute. I know it's the holidays. Shout out to Teach. So it's Sunday, the review show. Y'all know how I go down over here on Sundays. We pull up a couple videos, check up the upcoming events and things that's going on in boxing. So let's start off with upcoming fights that are coming up. It's the beginning of a new month. It's the beginning of a new year. So let's run down some upcoming fights we got going on. Let's see. January 3rd and 4th, 2026 is going to be Amanda Serrano and Rihanna Tellez. Serrano defends the unified featherweight belts. It's a 10-round fight that's going to be on the zone. The undercard is going to be Yankel Rivera and Holly Holm. Holly Holm, how old is Holly Holm? Versus Stephanie Hand and Bane Bridges. Let's see. A January 4th card in Uzbekistan with Shojahan Ergashev headlining. And of course, January 31st, Madison Square Garden, New York, we got Teofimo Lopez Jr. versus Shakur Soft Touch Stevenson, WBO Junior welterweight title fight. On the undercard will be Carlos Adames versus Austin Williams for the WBC middleweight title. It'll be Bruce Shoot Carrington and Carlos Castro for the vacant WBC featherweight belt. It'll be Jarrell Miller versus Kingsley Abe for the heavyweight bout. Got Jarrell Big Baby Miller back in the ring. January 30th, 2026, Dirty Boxing 5 in Houston, Texas. Okay. We got a fight coming up out here. It's Jessica Rose Clark versus Paula Bittencourt for the vacant DBX women's bantamweight title. Co-main event is Raulian Pavia versus Ben Willis. Do y'all be betting on these fights? Do y'all be betting on the small fights? Oh, Teach said he been on vacation. Teach said he been on vacation. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm just updating everybody on the upcoming fights, upcoming events coming up in the new month and in the new year. This is for my hardcores. I know that y'all know they love this right here. This is for the hardcores. In February, 22nd, you got Clarissa T-Rex Shields versus Franchon Cruz DeJearn for the undisputed women's heavyweight title rematch. It's a rematch. Y'all been crying about a rematch all year. Clarissa Shields do a rematch. Now y'all mad. Y'all just can't make up y'all mind. Y'all just can't make up y'all mind. Hold on, I need to turn my screen brightness down. Or let me turn the light on or something. It's killing my eyes. We're also looking forward to a possible Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua matchup. Somebody put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to see Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Now, y'all all know I say this all the time. I'm not no big Tyson Fury fan, and I'm really not no big Anthony Joshua fan, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's boxing, and I'm a fan of the sport. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, it's two names. It's cool. It's a fight I guess people have been anticipating and want to see. But can we all agree that it's just a touch too late for that fight? It's a touch too late for that fight, in my opinion. But they're going to make the fight. People going to watch the fight. It is what it is. Clarissa fighting Cruz is a fight nobody asked for. We wanted Green, not Cruz. She going to fight Green, Isaiah? It ain't that many women for her to fight. Let her and her partner make this money together real quick, and then she can go fight Green. Green ain't going nowhere. I mean, she gotta kind of stretch the fights out. You know what I'm saying? She can't just go knock everybody off. Like, you know what I'm saying? She gotta let Green build her name up, all that good stuff. Come on, man. You just can't go knocking everybody off. Y'all know this is boxing. Y'all know how this works. Since you're not a fan of UK boxing, I've been a lot more open to UK boxing this year than I've ever been. I'm gonna say that, but I mean they decent. I'm gonna say that we're keeping it positive all 2026. Somebody say that fight is stale. Okay, let me get through the rest of the news. Alexander Usyk versus Deontay Wilder possibly coming up. Massive heavyweight clash. And I'm going to talk about that. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it on this live. Because at first I was feeling the type of way about it. But then I've heard some different perspectives. And so maybe I've kind of changed my perspective a little bit on that. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. But not right now. Inoue versus Nakatani. Undefeated super bantam dream bout. So that's another fight we're possibly looking forward to coming up in 2026. Devin Haney versus Shakur Soft Touch Stevenson. That's another fight. A future welterweight showdown that people are possibly, talking about having in 2026. David Benavidez, Jai Opataya, cruiserweight. So just wanted to update you guys on that. We drop some news on here on a review show on Sundays. That's some upcoming fights that's coming up to look forward to in the new year. Isaiah say exactly. You said it, 2 cents. There ain't nobody for her to fight. Heavyweight doing her wrong. She need to go back down. Man, why y'all? Listen, we're not finna get in this argument, Isaiah. You already know my 2 cents about that. Why she gotta go down? Them girls is too small. If they can't meet me at a catch weight or something. Benavidez beats Opataya. I know Benavidez beat the brakes off of Anthony Yarde. Like, I don't even know what people was talking about. They were like, oh, Anthony Yarde, he gotta push. I'm like, what are y'all seeing, Anthony? The man is gassed after 2 rounds. I told y'all Anthony Yarde was gonna get beat up terribly in that fight. He was gonna get beat up badly in that fight. I don't know who did the matchmaking for that fight, but they did Anthony Yarde a disservice putting him in the ring with Benavidez. And we got to be honest about that. Like, y'all, I don't know what y'all think boxing is. Like, oh, you just put two fighters in a ring and we see who the best. Like, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. It's a little bit more nuanced than that. Yeah, aircraft carrier, they use duck loosely on YouTube. That's what you gotta understand. When people say duck, it's not like genuinely a duck. It's just when I hear a lot of people say duck, I feel like that just means you can't get your way. Right? Because this was a while back though, aircraft carrier. I don't think he was over here yet. Like I went through what would really institute a duck on my platform. Maybe I need to run that back again. I got some new listeners. It's some football on or something, y'all, because I don't know. Is football on, baby? He don't know. He don't watch football. Because I'm like, where is everybody at? What'd you say?
It's Sunday night, so it's football.
It's football on? Okay, that's where everybody at. Benavidez ain't even a cruiserweight yet, and y'all saying he ducking. See what I'm saying? Hey, y'all punch the like button if you haven't already. So we finna get into the review show. First of all, I wanted to show y'all this picture because don't they look so cute in this picture? Like, don't they look adorable? Like they dressed alike. They posed up. I think I'm gonna have to edit this picture and blow it up or something. Like, I'm gonna be using this picture a lot more. I like this picture. So Shakur Stevenson did an interview on the art of dialogue. And I just want to do like a live reaction to it, the review to it, a live review. Because this is Sunday, the review show. It's Sunday, the review show. So I just want to get y'all 2 cents about the picture, yo. Y'all like it? What's y'all 2 cents about the picture? I was reading people comments on Twitter, and some people was like, I don't even dress like my blood brother. And some people was like, oh, that's his homie. He helping him promote his brand. I dress like my homie to help promote his brand. And I was curious as I was reading through these comments, like, I wonder what the age demographic is of people. Like, maybe is it younger kids like, yeah, I dress like my homeboy and pose and take pictures. And then the older generation, like, nah, I ain't doing that. Like, maybe a different color or something, but not the same exact outfit type of thing. That like kind of sparked my curiosity. I wish I could take like a poll. Here we go. Now show Tank Davis wearing that pink purse with rainbow nail polish. Like, what does that have to do with the picture that I'm asking you about? What like I don't understand. I'm asking, what do y'all think about this picture? And y'all talking about Tank derangement syndrome. It's ridiculous. He said promoting his homie's brand when he got his own brand is crazy. That's an interesting perspective, Isaiah. That's an interesting perspective. Hey, what's up, Miss Joette in the building? Look. Not at all. I've been talking for 5 minutes. All right, so let me get this off the screen. All right, we're doing a live review of Shakur Stevenson Art of Dialogue interview. I'm just like watching the clips they have on there. We're not doing the whole interview because y'all know I won't be on here that long today. So let's check it out.
Shakur Stevenson, man. Happy to have you on the platform, man. Big fight coming up. I heard you was the one that wanted to fight, right?
Yeah. I actually set this fight up, and I honestly did it because I wanted to push myself. I know that Tio is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level, and I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough.
Aircraft carrier, why is art of dialogue a sucker? The art of dialogue a straight casual. So am I. So am I. We not gonna talk down on the casuals, bro. I'm a casual. We're not gonna talk down on the casuals. I'm a super casual.
So I'm ready.
Who were some of the other options you had?
Lamar Roach, Lamar Roach.
That would have been a real good fight, man. But I mean, Tio, he's a bigger name though, so I see why you went with him.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's on one belts at 35, one belts at 30, at 40. So, he's more accomplished. So, I know that that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is gonna be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely.
Did y'all just see? Did y'all just see? This is. I just want to point this out real quick, right? Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. But did y'all just see Shakur Stevenson touch his phone, right? And then at first I was thinking maybe somebody's calling him and his phone is vibrating, so he touched it to make it stop vibrating. But then I noticed he has this one AirPod in his ear, right? And I'm thinking in my head, like, first of all, you're in an interview. Why are you obstructing yourself from hearing when somebody's asking you questions? Why do you have one earbud in your ear? So all I'm saying is him touching his phone like he finna do and having this one earbud in, it's unusual. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is gonna be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this for that reason. Like I chose this because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to put myself in a situation to where I'm able to raise my game up to another level. So that was my whole purpose.
Do you feel like you got to be real dominant in this fight? Because I mean, Tio, he from New York, and you having a fight in New York, and the judges, man, you never know, yo.
He not from New York, but he not from New York. He not from New York. He probably was born in New York, but like being from New York is like I'm raised and I'm brought up in New York, and I knew him for years and years, and I always seen him out of Florida. Like that's where he was out of, Florida. So I don't look at him like a fighter that's from New York. So, but do I gotta be dominant? I think every fight that I set up, I want to be dominant. I don't care who in front of me. I want to dominate. I want to beat you to where judges don't feel like they can rob me. So I always got that feeling. I always got that chip on my shoulder.
If you do win this fight, what do you think it does for your career?
I think it put me top 5 pound for pound. I think it puts me like one of the best fighters in my era. Um, I think it just established that I'm that guy. Like, I be one of the 4 kings that they call the 4 kings, and it also depends on the fashion that I do it. So, gonna be interesting.
But what be going on with this Tio dude, though, man? I be seeing these.
I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking or overanalyzing it, right? But it's just something weird about like his energy, his body language is all weird. Um, well, what y'all think about what he just said? Is he top 5 pound for pound if he beats Tio? I mean, I don't really get into that. Like, to me, like that's kind of like hardcore talk. You feel what I'm saying? Because let's say he do beat Tio, and okay, now he is top 5 pound for pound because he beat Tio, right? Okay, cool. Like he could have it. I wouldn't even take it away from him. He top 5. He one of the best in the era because T.O. is lineal and he got a belt and whatever. Cool. I have no problem with him being that top 5 pound for pound, whatever, right? That's cool. I get it. That's the perception. I get it for the hardcores, right? But as me, as a casual, I think in my head, like, I mean, T.O. at 140 pounds, but he haven't really beat none of the. Yeah, he beat Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor was like the old guard. Like he was the last quote unquote best fighter left of the old 140 class. T.O. is part of the new 140 class. So when he beat Josh Taylor, that didn't make him the best of the new 140 class. You got Puello, Gary Antoine, Sabril Matias, Sando you still got all that whole new class of people at 140 pounds, and you ain't even beat 1 or 2 of them yet. So to me, okay, cool. You top 5 pound for pound, but like, okay, congratulations. You want a cookie. But to me, I'm just like, okay, Shakur, now are you gonna go fight Gary Antoine? Are you gonna go fight Sando Martin? Are you gonna go fight Sabril Matias? Are you gonna go fight those people? Or is it gonna be, well, I beat T.O., so now I'm the woo at 140 pounds? When y'all gotta run through the new class of 140 pounds. Y'all can't keep trying to slip and slide on a Josh Taylor win, in my opinion. All right, let's see. Let's keep it going.
Videos online and him making racist comments. You be seeing that, man?
I think he's an attention seeker. So even with the racist comments, even with the homo stuff that he was doing, I think he's just a big attention seeker. He gonna do anything to get attention on him, and I think it's gonna backfire come January 31st.
And I heard you say that you and Floyd spoke about this fight.
No, I ain't really asked him advice about the fight. When I talk to him, we talk about different things, but
why Shakur got an earbud in? Like, that shit is really irritating to me because like it looks dumb. You're in an interview and you have an earbud in your ear, like you cheating on the test. Like, what are you doing? But and he also sits in interviews with that dumbass hood on his head. Oh my goodness. I just thought of something. Wow. Okay. Here we go.
he just was telling me that I should be the A side in the fight. That's what I said.
You not the A side? You a bigger name than T.O.
I am the bigger name. I should be the A side, but also he has the belt, so I get why they would make him the A side. So I don't know who's the A side, B side. I can't even tell you. I think we find out on fight night. So I think right now it's being pushed as Teofimo Shakur. So he may be the A side. We'll see.
Who you looking to fight next if you win this fight?
I can't really look past this fight. Like, I know what I'm dealing with. I know like I said, I don't know T.O. since a kid, so I
Blaze P for P. You remember when I kept saying, why is Shakur Stevenson sitting in these interviews with these hoods on his head? That is so awkward. You don't sit in front of anybody inside of a building in an interview where you're being recorded and asked questions with a hood on your head. And now that I'm seeing this, like, all that shit just clicked together, Blaze P for P. This is man.
know that he's tough. I know that he's strong. He's fast. I know that his boxing IQ is very high. He's a good fighter, so you can't just say who's next, because even with me even talking about the Conor Ben situation, I say, oh, I'll fight Conor Ben next, but truthfully, I know that T.O. is a better fighter than Conor Ben. So how I'm gonna look past somebody that's a better fighter to go fight a fighter that's the worst fighter? So I don't know what's next. I can't tell you. I know what's next really is T.O.
Yeah, a lot of people calling this a legacy fight for you.
Nah, it is. It's the fight that's gonna put me on that top of the pound for pound list, and I think that this fight is going to tell everybody how good I am. Well, good, how great I am.
Was it difficult to make this fight?
Actually, it wasn't. It wasn't surprisingly. I actually got on the phone with T.O. I told people this. I got on the phone with him, and once we got on the phone, we kind of talked to each other, and we let each other know that we wanted to fight each other, and it was time. So once he was in agreement and I was in agreement, we made it happen.
Why is it hard for you to get fights with big names?
They know how good I am. You know, the problem is I kind of, when I was a kid and as I came up, I kind of wanted to get in a ring with everybody. So I sparred thousands of the fighters that's at the top level today. And being that I sparred them guys and some of them guys even watched me in the gym and seen me in the gym, now it's like shit, they don't want to just get in the ring with me. It's like shit, they know like I'm that good. They know what type of level I'm on. So a lot of guys really respect me. And if they gonna get in the ring, they gonna want to make the biggest bag they can make.
And you and Bud, y'all be sparring, right?
All the time. Still to this day.
Who be winning you?
I don't talk about sparring. I think honestly, I'll say this. Terrence Crawford is one of the
Boy say he don't talk about sparring after he just spent 5 minutes talking about sparring.
reasons I'm this good. Like he pushed me to the next level from a kid to now. And honestly, without him, I don't even know if I'd be as good as I am. So I think I'll figure it out, but with his help, it definitely pushed me to a whole nother level.
The co-main event, Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah, I was peeping it. I seen how people was mad over the rehydration clause in order for you to fight Devin Haney. When you made that comment, yeah, a lot of people was mad over that.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. They sit there and tell you like, oh, so other fighters had a rehydration clause and you had a problem with it. At that point in time, yeah, because at the end of the day, you fighting at a weight class that you fight at. If I'm at 135 or 140 and I put a rehydration clause on somebody, when it's like, bro, I'm fighting at this weight already, that don't make sense. But I'm a 126 pounder. That's why I started at. Going up.
Who did that, Shakur? Who put a rehydration clause on somebody that was already in the weight class, Shakur? Who did that? Don't make me. I've already shown the video countless times. You contradicting the hell out yourself. We're not gonna do all that today. We're just gonna focus on what you're saying right now. Who did that?
All the way to 147, and I'm not even a real 47. I'm nowhere near that. Like the guys at 47, they walk around 25, 30 pounds bigger than me. If I'm going to fight them, just like you watch Conor Benn, nobody had a problem when Conor Benn just whooped Chris Eubank ass. And when he whooped his ass, you could clearly see the fighter was dead. Nobody had a problem. They loved it. They sat there. Oh, Conor Benn is so great. He's so good. So if I say I'm going to fight Conor Benn at 147, but I want the same rehydration clause that he put on Eubank, what's the problem with that? Then they going to say, oh, well, if you fight Conor Benn, you'll fight Devin Haney. So I'm like, shit, I will fight Devin Haney. Give me the same shit that Conor Benn that I'm asking for with Conor Benn. That if they accept that, then, but it's like so many people just hate on me so much to where they want me to act like I'm contradicting myself. They want me to feel like I'm.
Shakur, how do they want you to act like you contradicting yourself? You literally contradicted yourself. Come on, man. Where's the accountability? Just say shit. I was bullshitting, and now I wanna fight. I wanna fight them when they weak. I don't want to fight them at their best. Because that's what you said was going on with the rehydration clause. I don't understand like what are you trying to distinguish? There's nothing to distinguish. Nobody was saying nothing about you fighting Conor Benn or Devin Haney at 140 pounds until you brought it up, Shakur. You brought it up. Put a 1 in the chat if I must have missed something and I ain't see everybody talking about it. I only seen when Shakur started talking about it. Because I could be mistaken. But if I'm not mistaken, Shakur soft touch Stevenson, the one that brought up fighting Conor Benn. And when he first brought it up, he didn't say nothing about no rehydration clauses. And now that you're being called out, for your hypocrisy, you want to act like people want you to contradict yourself. No, you are contradicting yourself. Like that's the most delusional thing. People want me to contradict myself. No, you are contradicting yourself. Like that sentence didn't even make sense. And you see how Eubanks looked in the fight. Everybody knew Eubanks was drained. I didn't like neither one of the fights, in my opinion. But whatever. People like the fights. Everybody entitled to their own 2 cents. Everybody knew he was drained in both fights. So really, I don't really understand how much credit Conor Benn really getting, but he won the fight. Chris Eubank agreed to the rehydration clause. That's on him. So you saying I want Conor Benn, I want the same strategy you used on Eubank so you could have an advantage. I want that same thing on let me get that. After you've expressed how you feel about that, and now you mad because people's calling you, saying you contradicting yourself, and now they want you to contradict yourself. Come on. This is egregious.
Saying something out of the ordinary, but no, I'm saying something that's facts, bro. This is not my weight class. I'm not moving up to 47. Y'all keep asking and begging for me to move up to 47. I told you I'll go there for.
Nobody asked and begged him. Y'all keep asking and begging me to go to 47. I told y'all I'll go there for. Listen to him, y'all. Man, I swear, like, I just wonder, like, what the communication is like between them and their women, because this is crazy.
Keep asking and begging. This is not my weight class. I'm not moving up to 47. Y'all keep asking and begging for me to move up to 47. I told you I'll go there for Conor Benn, bro.
Y'all keep asking and begging you to do something you said you was gonna do. Y'all keep begging and asking me to go to 47. I said I would go to 47 and fight Conor Benn. You said you would go to 47 before anybody asked you, Shakur Stevenson. Like, this is why it'd be hard for me to do Shakur Stevenson interviews. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I just be trying to listen, but to me, I don't like it because it seems very manipulative, right? And I don't let people manipulate me. I don't like it. Even if I don't say nothing, like, I'm like, all right, nigga, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't just let this play without pointing out that he bullshitting. Let me replay it. I'm going to replay it because I know it's going to be I know it's people in the chat that's going to click this link and act like this man ain't say what he just said. Let me replay it.
Would just hate on me so much to where they want me to act like I'm contradicting myself. They want me to feel like I'm saying something out of the ordinary, but no, I'm saying something that's facts, bro. This is not my weight class. I'm not moving up to 47. Y'all keep asking and begging for me to move up to 47. I told you I'll go there for Conor Benn, bro. That's what I told y'all. Other than that, why y'all?
We asking and begging for him to do something he said he was gonna do.
Even y'all just on my dick. That's how I look at it. People just be on my dick, like, truthfully. Truly, like, my walk, I came from 126. I don't know how people don't realize this. Like, I'm naturally little. Is a billion lightweights in the world that's way bigger than me.
Shakur, do you know we can see you, Shakur? Do you know we can see you, Shakur? Now you 126 pounder. Come on, man. Stop it.
That's facts. And I'm fighting at 135 pounds. So it's like, it don't make sense.
Yeah, that's 2 weight classes up, yeah.
But I don't care. Like I'm so skillful to where it's like my real problem is I dare to be great. So I don't have no cares in the world to where it's like I may be talking into doing something crazy. Like I can be sometimes to where it's like I'll take the risk. Like I believe in myself wholeheartedly against all of these fighters. So I may even be talking into doing something. And I
Shout out to Fight Biz with the 1999 in the super chat. He says Shakur said he'd be moving up 2 weight classes to fight Dev or Connor, and that's why he wants a rehydration clause. Didn't Tank move up from 130 to 140 for Barrios, but he don't respect when Tank did it? Dude, weird. Shout out to Fight Biz. And that's what I'm saying, Fight Biz. And that like, listen, I couldn't have said it better. Like, you put that in a very good way for people to understand. The reason why people are saying you're contradicting yourself, Shakur, is because when Tank went from 130 to fight Mario Barrios, people act like Tank just did something so diabolical that you just don't do in boxing ever, because he put a rehydration clause on him, because he's not finna let you blow up and have that big of an advantage. He's taking your advantage away. That's what the rehydration clause does. It takes the bigger fighter's advantage away. So now you can't blow up and get all big and do all this extra shit. Right? But now it has been touted around like, oh, you getting an advantage, you doing this, you making the fighters weak, they not at their best, and all of this other stuff. So now you in a situation where you need the rehydration clause, you need to use that tactic, but you done already X'd out the tactic. You done already made it seem like you bigger than that, you better than that, you would never do that. And so now you mad because people calling you a hypocrite and you contradicting yourself. That's exactly what you're doing. And it's okay. Like, I'm just calling it out. You do whatever you do, say whatever you want to say. I don't really care. I'm just pointing it out. And I don't understand why people can't just never be like, yeah, they doing that. Yeah, they said that. Like, like they be tooth and nail just fighting. Like, guys, just be honest. Like, Jesus Christ.
I try to refrain from that. So 9 times out of 10, I let my team take control of what's best for me. But I'm kind of crazy. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day. So there's only so much you could say to where it's like, yeah, come on, let's do it. And this is why I say, like, I be tweaking. Like, I'm kind of like, I be throwed off sometimes because I'm so competitive. My competitiveness kick in when the public get to talking. So I let the public talk me into making that Kid Austin fight. And they just up there, oh, you ducking Kid Austin, you ducking Kid Austin. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever.
Put the number 22 in the chat if you asked for Kid Austin in a Shakur Stevenson fight. Put a 22 in the chat if you was like, yeah, I want to see that fight. I'm asking because I don't know. I didn't ask for that fight, so I could be tripping. Shakur full of more excuses than a mouth. So you get what I'm saying? Like, how come he ain't let the public talk him into making the O'Shaquie Foster fight? You see what I'm saying? Oh, I let the public. You let the public talk you into fighting Kid Austin. What about the Herrera dude, Javier Herrera? Everybody been talking about. How come you ain't let the public talk you into fighting Javier Herrera? How come you ain't let the public talk you into rematching De Los Santos? They was asking for that. But the fight that you let the public talk you into was Kid Austin's second 12-round fight. That's the fight you let the public talk you into, Shakur? I'm just listen. This is questions. I'm just asking. I'm on my Candace Owens shit right now. I'm just asking questions. You see what I'm saying? People crunk about an O'Shaquie Foster fight. They like, hell yeah, I want to see that fight. I hear people talking about O'Shaquie and Shakur. Let's get it. Wouldn't that be a unification fight? Let's go. Why he ain't letting the public talk him into that? But he let the public talk him into a Kid Austin fight. That would have been Kid Austin's second 12-round fight. And that's who Shakur let the public talk him into fighting. Come on, man. And I don't like it because it's so manipulative. It's so manipulative. I'm just pointing it out.
Hey, come on, Kid Austin, let's fight. So I reach out to the people. I'm like, yo, let's fight Kid Austin. They're like, no, that's a shit fight. He not on this level. What are you fighting him for? Let's do fights that make more sense. I'm like, nah, he just keeps saying my name to the public. This is the fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together. What, 2 days?
Rich, you wanted to see the Kid Austin fight, Rich?
Days before the fight, now he's sick. He poisoned, somebody massaged him and did something to him. I don't know, all this shit that he kept talking about, but I'm just like showing y'all like what type of person I am. I be bugging like, but I know my wrongs. Like I understand. That's why now I gotta like understand it's a business and not just get talked into doing things when it come down to like the public.
Yo, if I'm not mistaken, is that the fighter that be sharing his IG with his dad?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Yep.
Why they sharing the same page, yo?
Man, I ain't never heard nothing like that either. I can't tell you. Not no grown man. That man got a baby and some more. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that ain't cool, man, to call off a fight 2 days before the fight, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you sick, if you could play sick, I mean, shit, you good. It's green lighted. All you gotta do is make it look like or make it sound like, and you okay. You'll get away with it.
Yeah, that's definitely not cool, man. But you personally, why do you think they backed out the fight?
I think cloud chasing one. I think two. When it get closer and it get more realistic. Like, are you really ready for your first loss? And that's what a lot of fighters don't. They're not ready for. You so used to winning, fighting against low level competition, and then it comes a day where you got to really step up your game for a certain guy. And I think in that moment, I think butterflies, I think all that kind of stuff kicked in. Like you don't want to just go out there and lose.
So then the nigga just need to quit boxing, bro. Because that like you scared to step up and to the next level and challenge yourself. If that's the case, then you don't need to box. Like this, to me, this don't even make sense what Shakur is saying. Like, oh, he was cloud chasing, now he got to step up. So now he got to, I mean, I don't know why they did that dumb shit, but I don't know. I don't know why they did it. But if that's why you did it, then you don't need to box because then you'll never step up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't box no more.
Front of the world, you got to go home and see your family and people that's believed in you and all that stuff after that. So I think scared played a part. He lucky I ain't sue him. A lot of people been telling me I should sue him, but I don't do stuff like that. I ain't into all of that kind of stuff, to be honest. I don't like the courtroom.
Can somebody tell me why Shakur Stevenson had to say that? I mean, say I could have sued him, but I don't do all that. Like, that is so lame. Like, that's so lame. Like, bro, just shit. What? Man, I could have sued him, but I don't do all that. Then why'd you bring it up, Shakur? Why'd you bring it up? I'm just like, this is a live reaction. So I'm telling y'all, this is what be going through my mind when I be watching these interviews and these videos. I've seen bits and pieces of some of this, but I haven't just been able to just watch it fully through and just really digest it in like I'm doing right now and breaking it down, like listening and being like, okay, you know, I'm still trying to follow what you're saying to see if you bullshitting or you being genuine or not. You trying to tell me that the public talked you into making the Kid Austin fight? Okay, aircraft carrier Rich said they wanted to see the fight. But aircraft carrier and Rich, do y'all want to see him fight O'Shaquie Foster too? Rich, you do know you can be a fan of more than one fighter, right, Rich? Because I'm a fan of all these guys, else I wouldn't be talking about them.
And suing and all that kind of stuff. So
he just had to say that. I mean, I ain't in the suing and all that kind of stuff, you know. Shakur, nobody asked you that, bro. Let's see what this one talking about.
Lamont Roach, a hell of a fighter, bro. I got nothing but respect for that guy. He's actually one of my friends in the sport that I would fight. You know, a lot of people sit on these podcasts, these blogs, and they'll tell you, oh, Shakur won't fight his peoples, he won't fight. I only gave y'all two people in the sport that I wouldn't fight. And that's Bud Crawford and Keyshawn Davis. But I'm actually friends with a lot of these guys out here, and
Rich, we gonna tread lightly with the calling people fans gay and stuff, bro. We gonna tread lightly with that one. We're gonna tread lightly with that one.
I will fight them. So I think that's a big narrative that just need to be put to sleep. But me and Lamont, we done talked about fighting before, and I would love to share the ring with him.
Yeah, I've been seeing that online. People coming at you for saying that you won't fight Keyshawn.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. Like I get how you feel when you don't know somebody's relationship with somebody, but if this is my brother, my right hand man that I look at, why am I putting on the show in front of y'all people? What am I fighting?
Y'all seen how he did that cuffing motion? Like how he cuffed it like, this is my, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see that cut? Let me rewind it. I just want to look at the body language real quick.
Love to share the ring with him.
Yeah, I've been seeing that online. People coming at you for saying that you won't fight Keyshawn.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. Like I get how you feel when you don't know somebody's relationship with somebody, but if this is my brother, my right hand man that I look at, why am I putting on the show in front of y'all people? What am I fighting my brother for in front of the world? And that could fuck up our relationship, because at the end of the day, I'm competitive as he's competitive as it gotta be a winner, it gotta be a loser. I don't plan on letting no nigga beat me. I don't care who it is. So at the end of the day, that will come in between me and his relationship. I don't give a fuck how anybody else feel about it, but I know for a fact, like, that will make us.
How would that get in between y'all's, like, if y'all cool, right? If y'all brothers, if y'all got a DL relationship, whatever boxing hacker say, how would that come in between y'all? Like, is he gonna not like you no more if you beat him, or y'all not like what? I don't understand that. I competed. My bestest friend in the whole wide entire world went to a rival school from me. We competed in every sport, basketball, track, everything. Like, it made us cool as hell. It made us even cooler. Like, we, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense what he's saying. And when I listened to the Keyshawn interview, it was like, oh, I never fight Shakur because when I was depressed, he gave me words of encouragement. Like what? Like what about the relationship would make you just be like, oh, I would never ever fight him? There's nothing you could say or do to make me ever fight him.
Us have a certain relationship that we don't have now. So unless motherfuckers giving us 500 million or some crazy shit that's gonna like feed our families for the entire rest of our lives and our generation to come after that, then I don't really understand like how y'all feel about it. Or I don't not
If Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder can get in the ring and fight each other, and hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. Had to do a short intermission real quick. Y'all like that? A little. I need like a little commercial or something I could play when I need to step away. I got to think of something creative to do. So where was we at? Let me check the comments, see what y'all talking about. He clearly said he would punch his friend Lamont Roach, though. You clowns got to put respect on Jalen Hurts' name. Oh, I'm talking about football. This is boxing. Well, we all know how Deontay Wilder get down. He will also sleep with his lady. LOL. All I'm saying is, if Deontay, that's what I was saying. If Deontay Wilder and Malik Scott can get in the ring and fight each other, and Deontay Wilder definitely has the power to hurt and possibly kill Malik Scott for sure. What is up with Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis getting in the ring and getting a bag with each other? Nobody want to take a L? Nobody want to take a L. Like, that's what it's really sounding like to me, is neither one of them want to take a L type of situation. And I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just giving my 2 cents about what I think is going on. Y'all always want to be on some wrong or right shit. Like, I don't care if it's wrong or right. I think it's dumb, but that's my 2 cents. That don't mean it's wrong or right. See, that's what Rich just said. You should want for your friend and want for yourself. And he don't want his friend with the loss on his record. And that's how Rich feel. But me, I don't give a fuck if you have a loss on your record. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Your record don't got nothing to do with me. I don't care if you have a loss on your record. If you do got a loss on your record, hell yeah, I want it to be to me. I want that loss. The one loss you got, I want to be the one that has gave it to you. But I'm a competitor. That's just me. This is how I feel. Nah, y'all ain't hit the reset button. It was a pause in the show. Aircraft carrier say, oh yeah, Wilder did do that. Wilder slept with his brother's wife. It gets no lower than that. What does that have to do with them getting in the ring? Golly, the deflection y'all be having is crazy. Rewind to the part where he called Roach his friend and said he would fight him. That's what I'm saying. It's just all cap.
Understand? I don't give a. It is what it is.
So you feel like if you two fight, it's no way y'all can be friends after that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta realize when you're fighting, you don't know what can happen in a boxing ring. At the end of the day, I could kill him, he could kill me with the right shot. This is what, like, we fucking barbarians when we in that bitch. It's
Shakur Stevenson. Shakur soft touch Stevenson, bro. Nothing about your style is barbaric. And it's no hate, y'all. Listen, I'm not hating on Shakur. I like Shakur. He's a great fighter. But nothing about your style, Shakur Stevenson. It's barbaric. Matter of fact, people tell me you're a defensive fighter. A defensive fighter. Come on, man. Stop. Please don't insult. This is the thing. Like, I be feeling like they ain't trying to insult my intelligence. And I really get offended when I feel like people trying to insult. I get offended when people try to manipulate me and when people try to insult my intelligence. If you want to piss me off, do either one of those. Do either one of those.
a million people around the ring just sitting there watching, but at the end of the day, that's the real truth of the situation. So if I hit him accidentally in the back of the head, let's say, in a fight, motherfucking, he don't make it out to see his family, you know, that shit will be on my conscience. Like, that shit wouldn't even sit right with me. Like, I just did that to my brother, like my real blood brother, over some money, over me getting paid and I'm good for the rest of my life. That's a selfish way of thinking. I don't think.
Bro, that is not your real blood brother. Shakur, why is you lying? Shakur, soft touch Stevenson. Why are you lying? Keyshawn Davis is not your real blood brother. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
How far back do you and Keyshawn go?
Shit, since right now, let's say what, I'm 28, Keyshawn, what, like 26, 25? Since I was like, I want to say he had to be like 12, 13, I was 14, I want to say 14, 15. Even like how you saying Bud, me and Bud went back for years and years. Like, it's really my brothers. Like, I got real brothers. I lived boxing my whole life, so shit that came with it, you gonna come up with people and you gonna get close. That's what happens.
But who wants to see that fight right now? Like, who's asking for that?
Yeah, you know what's crazy about that? Because I did the interview with Tio, and Tio, like, he bringing it up, but he's deflecting. Like, people don't understand when people deflect. He keeps saying, oh, he's not going to unify with his brother. I'm like, bro, me and you fighting each other. So why you even, if you're going to beat me, why would you be worried about me unifying with him? Like, that's deflecting, bro. Like, you sound like you scared at this point. That's what I kind of took from that, because I don't understand that.
Yeah, it sounds like he want to see y'all fight before he can get off on it, you know, because y'all cool. It don't sound like he want to see y'all fight for boxing purposes.
Yeah, even it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Even the people that sit there and say, oh, he won't fight Keyshawn, he can fight Tio, bro. And it's not even a shot at Keyshawn. I love Keyshawn. Keyshawn my brother. But if you really like understand boxing and even the business of boxing, Keyshawn is going to be somewhere very far in the sport. But like, as of right now, if you had Tio and you had Keyshawn on your table, Tio is a fucking well-established champion who done got belt at the belt, undisputed. Then went to 40 and did this. He beat Lomachenko. He beat, like, the stuff he done did in the sport.
What you mean, angry casual fan? Shakur putting Cutman and doctors in financial ruin. What you mean by that?
Is at a way different level than what Keyshawn has done so far. So, like how people kind of perceive it, they're like, oh, he should be fighting Keyshawn. He should be, huh? Y'all just hating on me at this point. Y'all wanted me to fight Keyshawn because y'all know that that's somebody I'm really close with at this point because that don't even make sense.
Okay. So let me see what else we got. Shakur capping. Then we'll say, this is my real blood brother. No, it is not. Shakur, why is you saying that? Shakur Stevenson says Terrence Crawford with KO. Oh, let's see this. I haven't seen this. What we got to say? I ain't seen this one.
Speaking of Bud, I know he retired, but if he did come out of retirement, who you got in a rematch? Him or Canelo?
I think Bud will knock him out the next time. Yeah, I think Canelo is one of the hardest dudes to knock out, but I think it was points in that fight where you could tell Bud wanted to like step it up and push on the gas a little bit more. But he's like, shit, the name of the game is win. So he did like the veteran thing to do. But you could tell like deeper inside of the way Bud thinking, his mentality, that he knew he had another gear that he could have took it to. And that was like the ultimate highest level already. So it's like,
how the hell could you tell that, Shakur? How do y'all hear what this? Let me rewind this. Cause what? Am I tripping? Can somebody explain to me what Shakur Stevenson is saying? I gotta rewind that. I gotta hear that again. Cause what? That was a whole minute of what?
Speaking of Bud, I know he retired, but if he did come out of retirement, who you got in a rematch? Him or Canelo?
I think Bud will knock him out the next time. Yeah, I think Canelo is one of the hardest dudes to knock out, but I think it was points in that fight where you could tell Bud wanted to like step it up and push on the gas a little bit more. But he's like, shit, the name of the game is win. So
Shakur, can you tell me at which point you could tell he wanted to step it up on the gas a little bit more? Like, was it round 3? Like, which point in the fight could you tell? I need a little bit more dressing. You gonna give me a small piece? At which point in the fight could you tell that he was about to turn it up?
He did like the veteran thing
or that he wanted to turn it up.
But you could tell like deeper inside of the way Bud thinking, his mentality, that he knew he had another gear that he could have took it to. And that was like the ultimate highest level already. So it's like he can even go past that is what he kind of knew. So I think the next time he probably would be like, then let's take it to that that next gear and try to get Canelo
Why
out.
wouldn't he do it the first time?
That would be crazy if he knocked Canelo out.
Yeah. I thought he was a stronger fighter when I seen him fight. Yeah, I was screaming the whole time like, shit, keep boxing, champ, keep boxing. That we ain't got to take no risks. We winning this easy work. But he kept doing what he was doing. That was a veteran move.
Yeah, it was a lot of times in that fight where he stayed in the pocket, man. I wasn't expecting that. He caught me by surprise by doing that.
It wasn't a lot of times in that fight where he stayed in the pocket.
Yep.
People
don't know that. Like, no, it's crazy. When I was a kid,
Terrence Crawford did not stay in no pocket. Like, come on, y'all. I gotta cut this out.
First started getting to like a higher level in boxing as an amateur. Andre Ward was the guy who I used to just sit up and watch like all night long. Like I stay up till 5 a.m. just sitting there watching Andre Ward tape. So he was the guy. That was the last guy who won an Olympic gold medal. That's my guy. That's my big brother.
What I'll say about Andre Ward, man, incredible fighter, man, real good fighter. I got him in my top 10, but What I'll say about Andre Ward is he's the best inside fighter I ever seen. Me personally.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't stay up till 5 in the morning watching no fighter. I'm gonna fall asleep. But that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. I think he the best inside fighter I've seen too.
He's the one that introduced you to Jay Prince, right?
Uh, I ain't gonna say he introduced me, cause I kind of met Jay on before Dre, but yeah, I guess yeah, in a sense you could really say that too, cause yeah, you could say that he really like.
How can you say that when you just said you knew Jay Prince first? How could you say, yeah, you could say that he introduced me to Jay Prince? How? What?
Put me on with Jay. Like he put me on with Jay.
Yeah, I figured that, yo. I figured he was the one that, push y'all together. But Jake Paul, yo, what was going on with that? I seen a lot of people coming at you for that, yo.
I don't know why they felt they made a big deal, because I know why they made a big deal too, because I had said when his fight first got made, I'm not watching it. Like I still wasn't gonna watch it because I still didn't believe, to me, like that was it wasn't that type of like event for me. I wasn't. I'm not into. I love boxing. Like I love stuff that makes sense. Like boxing at the highest level. I watch that. It's certain fights.
Then why are you even involved at all? Why are you even involved at all then, Shakur?
Nowadays, where if I see the two fighters that's fighting and they not on the level, or it's a fight that don't make sense, I might not watch. And I think that's how people kind of took it, as like, oh, but you not gonna watch, but you'll go spar him. Yeah, it's a business at the end of the day. It's a opportunity to meet somebody with a great mind. If you watch Jake Paul, it's not just boxing. Like I wasn't there for just boxing. I wanted to, like, the questions of the business, like how he think. Like that guy is changing a whole entire female sport. Like, how did you
Bro, you don't have to go spar him to talk to him about that. Shakur, cut it out. Cut it out, bro.
even think of getting to?
You're not at the gym talking to him about this stuff, which means you didn't have to be at the gym to talk to him about it. Did y'all go to Starbucks after practice? What are we talking about? Did y'all sit in a circle after practice while y'all was stretching and doing abs and talk about business? You saying all this shit and then you're like, yeah, but it's business. Like, it's just all contradictory. It's hypocrisy at its finest.
Do that. Like, that's crazy. Now female fighters is making $1 million. They never thought that would even be possible until Jake Paul came in the game. So truthfully, bro, like from my side, it's like, shit, I wanna, like, what made you even get to that thought process? Like, I want to change the entire female sport. Like, with my platform, this is how I want to do it. And I respect him. I respect great business minds, people who think on a higher level than just this. There's a lot of people that think like this, and they brains can't reach to that top level. So I respect them.
To El Paso could not have been.
Shakur Stevenson, you and Jake Paul don't have anything similar in common at all. I don't know, but it is what it is. I just will be curious to know what they talked about. Shakur Stevenson on being named after Tupac and Floyd Mayweather trying to sign him. Y'all want to review that video or no? I can't take too much more Shakur Stevenson. Honestly. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to go through this last video. I'm gonna drop the link for about 30 minutes. I got a little extra time today. I know normally I end at 7, but I started 30 minutes late. Angry Casual put a 1. Chef Jupe in the building. What up, Chef Jupe? Tyler put the 1. All Things put the 1. Rip Sweet say hell no. All right. Last video. You know we had to do the Shakur interview.
I get it. Because speaking of women boxing, you know someone that get a lot of hate, yo? Clarissa.
Oh my God, yes, she do, and she do not deserve it because she really the best. But I think people, her arrogance, like for people, it feel like she's like arrogant and like a loud mouth. But only thing that I don't respect about it because there are fighters that can do that if they are from a different race. If they are from a different race, they will be a superstar doing stuff like that. And they got the talent and stuff that she got. That will be the biggest superstar in the world. Now, she's a superstar, but she's very much super hated. And people don't look at it like entertainment. To whereas another racial female do the same thing, they will look at it like it's entertainment. So, man, the people just gotta stop tripping. I think Clarissa is different. Like they gotta accept that she's the greatest of all time, and there's nothing they could do to stop it.
You think she's the GOAT, yo?
Man, it's no question. It's no question. It's nothing to even think about. I watched her. I'm telling you, her mentality is a different level. Her mentality is on a whole different atmosphere than other girls. So she the GOAT.
Hypothetically, if her and Layla was in a prime, you got her beating Layla?
I think Layla in her prime couldn't do nothing with Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, I seen an interview where Bud, he said the same thing. But you and her, y'all go back too, right?
Yeah, we was on the Olympic team together. Yeah, for sure. That's my sister. Yep.
Floyd tried to sign you, right?
Yeah, he flew to the Olympics to sign me. It never really worked out like business wise. But still to this day, I didn't say that I would work with Floyd. Like I would love to work with Floyd. It just would have to make sense.
Bobby, you asked me to drop the link, bro.
That's one of my guys too. That's another guy who kind of even to this day, he's still looking out for me. Like it's no contract, it's no business along with me and him. It ain't for money, it ain't nothing, but just the love and respect that we got for each other. He's still kind of looking out after me. So that's my guy.
Yeah, I don't like how they be comparing him to Bud, man. Like let Bud have his moment, man. That should be lame as hell, yo.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad that they haven't got caught up in it. That's the main thing. You know, two guys that's so competitive. When you're that competitive.
Man, Floyd Mayweather ain't worried about no Bud. Are you kidding me? Y'all gotta stop this, man. I get it. He got the accolades. He's the most accoladed fighter in the history of boxing. Whoop-de-doo. But come on, man. We gotta stop comparing any of these fighters to Floyd, bro. All right, let's finish up this video because I'm getting irritated.
It's easy to be caught up into the online tricks and social media turning you against each other, but it's a blessing to see that two guys on that high of a level can still be cordial and respect amongst each other without having a competition aspect, because they are in two different eras, two different lanes, and it don't even make sense for them to even have anything going. So respect.
Why do you respect that? That's not, they shouldn't even be doing it. Like that.
My mother is just a big Tupac fan, and she just, I guess she felt like naming me after him. So yeah, for sure.
Did y'all know Shakur was named after Tupac?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. I love listening
Yeah.
to Pac. Pac was
And this man,
one of the
Shakur
best
guy,
ever
this
do
man
it.
don't even have his own
You
name.
being from Jersey,
God
you do know a
damn.
Pac group, the Outlaws. A lot of them from Jersey, right?
Yeah, I seen the guys that was on Hit 'em Up.
Bitch.
One of them said, what he say? He said, I'm from NW, New Jersey, where plenty murders occur. It's on my note. So I know.
Your mom knew Pac personally?
Nah, my mother ain't know. My mother ain't know.
I don't believe that shit.
All right. Let's see what Tim Bradley about to say about Inoue real quick.
Yeah, man. What the hell going on with these people, man? I just watched the Inoue fight. What the hell y'all watching? What the hell this dude didn't do? What the hell this dude do wrong? He beat the brakes off of Picasso. That Inoue be in there playing with these opponents, man. That's how that's how great he is. He be in there playing with these dudes. Inoue be in there to be working on his new dance step. That's what he be doing. He be working on a new dance step every time he step foot in that damn ring. It's too easy for him. What don't y'all understand? Shit, he get bored in there. Shit, the ballers know, the ones that the trill ones, the ones that are the best, they know. They know. You the best at playing football in your area. You the best at playing I almost said Nintendo, but you know what I'm saying? The Xbox and all of that stuff. You the best at it. Can't nobody see you. Can't nobody see you on the Madden. You know what I'm saying? This shit is easy. You only allow what you want them to do. What you want them to do in the game. That's the only time they either score because you over there just messing around, trying to have fun, trying to entertain yourself. That's what Inoue be doing inside the damn ring. He just being there trying to entertain his damn self. And at the same time, when it was tell me a fighter out there, man, that can make the shit look so easy, beautiful, and also entertaining at the same damn time. Name a fighter, please. Name a fighter. I name what Terrence Crawford does the same thing. Yeah, Terrence Crawford do the same thing. The competition ain't nothing for him. Competition ain't nothing for Inoue. Yeah, so I'm looking for somebody to come test this man. Everybody keep talking about Bam Rodriguez. Yeah, Bam, you bring your ass up to 122 and you come see this damn monster. Oh, bring your ass up, Bam. Oh yeah. Come up and see this monster, Bam. You thought Palmer was tough. Shit, you get in there with Inoue, man. Shit, it's gonna be the fight of your life. Hey, you got skills, Bam. You got defense, footwork, all that stuff, boy. But I'm letting you know, Inoue ain't got no quit in him. Inoue got that dog in him. Inoue got skills. Yeah. And you might just be the only one that gonna test this dude at 122. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm about to watch Nakatani next, you know, because I'm hearing a lot of people talk about his performance. You know what I mean? So, look, I thought it was a damn good performance by Inoue. Damn, shit, the dude didn't even, Inoue was sitting directly in front of this dude. The dude didn't even want to punch. Inoue took everything away from this dude. The only time Picasso will land anything was when Inoue allowed him to. Inoue could have easily outboxed him, didn't even get touched at all. But shit, he going for the knockout. That's what Inoue does. He tries to go for the knockout. But this dude was tough. You know, he Hispanic. He tough as hell. He took body shots, uppercuts, left hooks, right hands. I mean, all night long. And sometimes these guys just don't want to go. And that's just what it is. This was a tough ass prospect, right? This is opportunity, right? Of a lifetime, man, to try to beat this man, but he Inoue in there playing with him. It's crazy. So don't listen to these people, man. These other people that be talking, trying to put this man Inoue is cold, man. Cold. I'm letting y'all know. Cold. That was a hell of a performance by Inoue. He didn't get the stoppage, but damn, I was like, man, what he gonna do? Shit, I was waiting on him to do a damn backflip and then punch the man. Shit, I was waiting on him to do a windmill or something in the ring, get up and punch the dude. Shit, that's how good Inoue is. Anyway, man, I'm Tim Desert Storm Bradley. You already know the damn rest, and I'm out.
I agree with that.
Super champion Jesse Baron Rodriguez.
In a way, like Goku up in there, man. I agree with that.
All right. Shout out to Paid in Full and Boxing Hacker on the panel. What up,
y'all? What's up?
What's going on?
Hey, I need everybody to click Boxing Hacker. You gotta type something in the chat. I need everybody to click on Boxing Hacker name and go subscribe to his channel.
I ain't got no channel. you got subscribe to nothing.
What up, Boxing Hacker? What up, Paid in Full? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show? Oh, hold up. We got Juke on the panel.
Oh, shit.
All right, y'all. Y'all know this is my Sunday show. This is my short show, so we got to keep it quick and moving. We ain't got time for the so don't be rage baiting my panel, Boxing Hacker.
That ain't me. Of course not.
Paid in Full. What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
None. Didn't they? I think they made Inoue rewrap his hands because he was pretty much putting tape on his knuckles at first. Then I think he put the gauze on. Then he put more tape on, pretty much like double stacking.
I gotta find a video, but I think something like that happened. I haven't just really looked into it to confirm, but I've been hearing that.
Yeah, because Cool Boy had that situation as well. He said that he was his team brought that up about Inoue doing that shit. But
my question about Inoue though, and maybe you can answer this Paid in Full. Like, what is everybody's like? I feel like I woke up today and everybody like Inoue. They saying he's the best. He's like, and I'm like, what is everybody issue with Inoue? Like, he's not even in the bigger weight class. Like, he's dominating the smaller weight classes. So I don't. Why is everybody feeling some type of way because he owned a pound for pound, or it's like you get a smaller fighter in the smaller divisions and pound for pound, and it's like they don't need to be in the pound for pound. It's too many weight classes. They 3 pounds apart and all this other shit. But it's like, shit, if you going through division after division and beating people, which is what y'all like the Johnson bounce, what does it matter if the weight class is 2 or 3 pounds apart? It is what it is. That is what the standard is. So don't jump through another hoop to try to change the standard for Inoue because his weight classes is 2 or 3 pounds. No, if you respect fighters going from weight class to weight class, dominating and winning, that's what Inoue is doing. Now all of a sudden we care about who he fought and who his resume is. No, y'all don't care as long as they get the accolade. That is what y'all keep telling me. So we not gonna let y'all jump and flip and move through the goalposts because of what? Like, I don't understand the Inoue hate. Like, could you break it down for me? Boxing Hacker, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
What's up, 2 cents? I mean, Inoue is nasty, man. That dude is tough. I think he definitely deserves to be on the pound for pound list. I mean, this whole issue with the double stacking thing is sort of crazy because double stacking it's illegal some places, it's not illegal some places, So like, like it's legal in Japan, you know what I'm saying? So like, if it's legal in Japan, both fighters can do it. So it's not like he was cheating. I saw, but I do wonder if it attributes to his knockouts, per se. But as far as fairness, like him double stacking in Japan is completely fair. Just like him double stacking in other places where it's legal, it's completely fair because both fighters can do it. But yeah, like I always hear this argument like, oh, they're not. It's relative, like. But at the end of the day, the guy's collecting belts like he's Thanos, connecting like the infinity rings and stuff, infinity stones, So that's where I stand on that one, though.
All right. Juke, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show, Juke? I don't know how long you've been here, but did you hear about Saturday when we went through the Art of Dialogue, some of the clips?
The Art of Dialogue?
Okay, never
mind. Is that the one with Shakur?
Yeah, we just watched it.
I only saw the end of it though. I didn't see the mid tier.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I came in I think you were like I came in where it was a portion of you talking about the Shakur interview and like letting some of it play. And I'll be short and sweet because I know it's a Sunday show and I'm trying to take these braids down, girl. Anyway, I'm doing a lot. So I would just say, when it comes to the Inoue topic, I don't have a problem with Inoue. I like Inoue. I think he's a good fighter. I think what I've seen online to like, well, after this fight, because I did not see the whole fight. I've only seen like parts of it, so I really can't break it down. But what is the only critique I've seen? I don't think it's Inoue himself. I think what some people are saying, which they may or may not have a valid point, is that what happened today with Inoue, certain other fighters would have been critiqued to hell with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Picasso. Like I heard Picasso before. Like, is he like a super duper good fighter? No, but he's just someone, I guess, that people feel like is no one thought he was gonna win anyway, right?
But they said it was an acclamation fight.
Right. Well, yeah. And I think that people just thought that, like, okay, this person is gonna, I don't know. But I think I think from what I'm saying is that they were like, I've seen people critique for doing better performances with less. Right. But when he does it, he's not critiqued as much as certain fighters from bigger weight classes who have to, who are even more in more dangerous situations, right? Because the higher you go up. That's what I saw. Is that a valid critique? I mean, I have seen people like, for example, Terrence Crawford versus what's his name, whatever, the guy, the one who only had 12 fights. Madrimov, right? They're saying, like, I saw somebody online like, oh, but it was Madrimov, they critiqued, Terrence. When it was so-and-so, they critiqued, like, if they didn't get rid of this person, like certain people, if they don't get the knockout every time, they're critiqued like very harshly. Versus if Inoue goes 12 with someone who's not on his level, he doesn't get critiqued. I don't have a problem with that because you're not going to knock out everybody, right? Some people are just going to be tough, but they were just saying he's not critiqued as much. I really don't care. I like Inoue. I have a problem with the performance. I didn't even see the whole thing. I will say, well, looking at these fighters, I don't say I want to weight them differently. It's not a case by case basis, but to me, yeah, like those little weight classes, I do think they can kind of like get rid of a few of those because I just think it's senseless, some of those weight classes. But that's the only critiques I saw. Now, Shakur got to stop it. Like, I love Shakur. Shakur's funny. He's a little troll. He's funny. I don't know. He says a lot of conflicting things, and that's fine. Whatever. Just fight and win. That's how I feel. But he does contradict himself a lot. He says something about critiquing Jake Paul. And then I saw that part when you talking about how he critiqued Jake Paul and then said, "Well, they said I'm hypocritical, but I didn't spar him. I'm here. I'm trying to see a big business mind. You're not talking like what do you mean big? You don't. We already kind of settled that. You don't have to spar someone. You didn't spar Jay Prince to understand his business mind. That was a cop out. It was, and he knows it is. He's just gonna say because he trashed something." And then the minute he can get his name attached to it, he ran for the opportunity, which is what every other fighter admitted they would do. They were going to trash the person who got the opportunity, but if they could have gotten it, they would have took it. The problem wasn't the opportunity itself. The problem was the person who got the opportunity, right? So that's all I got to say on that one.
All right. Frequent flyer. What is your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Salute, everybody. Salute. I just wanted to speak on the Inoue thing, whatever, with the raps and all of that. The Ring Magazine, their YouTube channel, they actually have a longer version so you can see everything that happened, with that incident there. And what looked like happened is he stacked his raps early on, and then one of the guys came in there and told him that he wasn't supposed to do it that way and explained to him the way that he had to do it. And then when they left, he rewrapped his hand again and he did it again. And so the guy came back, he was called back in there and, that was the discrepancy. He told, they had him unwrap it again. And he said he understood. He said, I told him he understood that before, But I think the big issue that people are having with this Monster Inoue thing is the fact that people like to put him on the top of the pound for pound list. I think a lot of people got problems with that. If you don't have them up there, or if you do, it's always somebody who differs on their opinion with it or not.
What do you mean by top? Like number 1 or first 5 or top 3?
People like to put them at number 1 and 2 or top 5 even, just even having them at if you don't have them in the
top 5?
If you don't have them in the top 5, people usually have a problem with it. But I don't understand because when you're dealing with the pound for pound list, it's all hypothetical anyway. The whole thing is it's a hypothetical list. and people try to make it about accolades, which you can't do really, because the sense of what pound for pound is comparing everybody to the heavyweight, saying that, if they were the same size as that heavyweight, would they be able to beat them, with the skills, comparing the skills without, them not having a disadvantage of being smaller. And so, for people to use accolades alone, I think that's, wrong, that's an incorrect way to try to build a pound for pound list. If you're going to go by the reason that the pound for pound list is even being talked about, how it was created. And so also the heavyweight, and also people, they tend to put heavyweights on the list too now. And even with Usyk, doing what he did and everything, moving from
Usyk's not a
cruiserweight.
heavyweight though.
See, but I have a problem with people when they say Usyk is not a heavyweight, because you don't say, because they say that he came from cruiserweight, but you don't say, oh, Terrence Crawford is a 135 pounder because he went up to 168. So he a 135 pounder.
The reason why that doesn't apply frequent, because I agree, you should not put heavyweight fighters on the pound for pound list because they're only fighting in one division. But if I'm Usyk and I'm coming from a cruiserweight and then I'm going up to heavyweight, which means I fought in multiple divisions, then I could see somebody's perspective of wanting to put Usyk on the pound for pound list. Because not only did I come from a smaller division, I went and dominated the number one division, the heavyweight division. So why wouldn't I have this guy on my pound for pound list?
Well, one may argue that you just one division away. But for me, once you get to heavyweight, you're off the list because you're the person that everybody is comparing all the other fighters to. You're the baddest person on the baddest fighter on the planet. You can beat all of them because they all smaller than you. You already the champion heavyweight, so you asserted your dominance there, and you can beat everybody else.
That's a valid point. All right, y'all. Panel open. Open.
I'll counter.
I didn't get to talk about Keyshawn, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'll counter what you're saying about the pound for pound list and not being able to counter with the belt. So here's the problem with that, right? So I get the pound for pound list was started with because of Sugar Ray Robinson, right? That's naturally where it came from. But do remember the only reason that Ali even said that was because Sugar Ray Robinson was a 6-time world champion. And that I'm talking about 6 times. So he was like a world champion both in welterweight and middleweight. So if he was not a world champion and there was not a champion in his division, how would you say if he didn't even conquer his division, you wouldn't say he would conquer other divisions. He hasn't conquered his own division. So saying that you can't use accolades, I get what you're trying to say, but
I think you got that. I think you misheard me. When you leave out one little word, it can change the whole meaning of what I said. I said solely. So that means, you got people running around trying to just use the accolades alone. I'm not saying that you can't use the accolades, where you're moving them, but I'm saying that you can't just solely use accolades to build a pound for pound list.
So let me ask you a question on that. So let's say you have a guy who's a champion, right? Right. Could you say that you would put somebody that's not a champion, like a contender in his division, a pound for pound on the pound for pound list, but not the champion of the division? Let's say let's say one guy has never been a champion, right? One guy is a champion. How would you put the guy that's not a champion over the guy that is a champion?
It would be your point would be easier.
I think matchups matter though.
Yeah, if we wasn't in the 4-belt era, you would have a valid point. But being as though there's 4 belts, and the politics that going that's involved with the belts, a person can get a belt, just because of how they was moved or because of the politics. You can have somebody like Boots, and you can have somebody like Boots being ducked, by people, and you can get somebody, who's a lesser fighter than him get the belts.
Yeah. But so the problem with what just saying is, how do you at that point you don't even know if that guy's a lesser fighter, right? It's a tricky.
You do know boxing hacker.
You don't really like I said. I always use Cambosis and Teo. A lot of people before that the Tio versus Kambosos fight, a lot of people thought that Tio would whip Kambosos easy.
He should have. The only reason why T.O. lost that fight is because he was being a dummy. T.O. lost
he
that
lost
fight.
because he lost.
His mental,
He lost because he lost.
Can I chime in on this topic whenever y'all done? I want to chime in on it. Whenever y'all done.
Yeah, I think he lost.
I hear what you're saying. No, I gotta say this. I hear what you're saying, Boxing Hacker, but
yeah,
Kambosos is not a better fighter than T.O. I get it. He won the fight, but he's not a better fighter than T.O. What you got, Juke?
I was just gonna say, so when it comes to like the pound for pound thing, like I don't put heavyweights on my pound for pound list. To me, that defeats the purpose. I know that they started to do that because girl, capitalism influences everything. From what I can remember, I think that started with Mike Tyson because they should put the pound for pound fighter on the front of the magazine and that would get you sales. So that's what they started doing. That's just my opinion. But that used to didn't do that. They kind of started doing that. But it does make it, based on the definition, it doesn't make sense to put a heavyweight on a pound for pound list. So I never put pound for heavyweights in my list. But I also don't, like when I'm looking at pound for pound, I go kind of more to the letter of the old, like what Ali said about Sugar Ray Robinson. And so can accolades be a part of it? I mean, I guess that's what you want, but was that how it started? Was that the actual true meaning? No. And I'm going to say evidence of that is like, for example, Sugar Ray Robinson was accomplished. Yes, he was fighting in lower weight classes. Ali, I got a video of him talking about it too. He was saying how Ali himself explained pound for pound, saying it doesn't, like, he said Sugar Ray was the best pound for pound. Like if he could compete, like if you put him in a heavyweight body, he beats everybody, right? So heavyweights, the reason why heavyweights shouldn't be included, in my opinion, because you are in a heavyweight body. And at the time, and it still is, the heavyweight is the king of all of boxing. No one's whooping the heavyweight champion. And most of y'all ain't beating the contenders. Like 9 times out of 10, you're not beating the contenders unless you got to really kind of cherry pick with that. It don't even matter, right? But they were saying he was so skilled. It was just about the styles, because he was talking about the different styles that he fought, the different ways he could, stylistically change things, whether the person was a champion or not. And back then, there weren't a ton of champions because you didn't have all these belts. So it wasn't about the accolades. Half the accolades then didn't even exist. Like all these accolades we talk about now, they didn't even exist then. So it had nothing to do with that. And another example is, so there's a person to me who's one of the most accomplished to me, most fascinating, if you talk about accomplishments, who you would think people bring up more, but they don't because they don't really follow boxing like that, is a gentleman named Henry Armstrong. If I recall, Henry Armstrong, and I could be wrong, but I believe he was undisputed at lightweight, welterweight, and middleweight at the same time. Like I think he simultaneously, at least 2 of those simultaneously. Okay. He did not, they did not mark, he was accomplished, probably more so accomplished than Sugar Ray Robinson, but they didn't use him to say, hey, we're going to create this pound for pound thing. So it wasn't about accomplishments, because you had people who were more accomplished than him at the time. So it had to do with the belt and accomplishments. It was just about stylistically, although Henry Armstrong is still one of my pound for pound greatest fighters of all time. And it ain't got nothing to do with the belts, just the fact that when people talk about, oh, he's challenging himself, Henry Armstrong did that. Because if you go look at his measurements of his size, but also people had same day weigh-ins, they weren't doing all that mess they doing today. He really challenged himself. When he moved up, he wasn't bigger than everybody, and he still that's that real stuff. And that's why it's so inauthentic today, because you really can judge. You got so much wiggle room to do so much mess. But yeah, I agree. I think that. For me, pound for pound, like I like Inoue. Do I think he's pound for pound? I think he's on there. Do I have him like number 1, number 2? I don't know. Again, because even during those times, there was no 108, 112, all that didn't exist. There were 8 total weight classes. Total. That's it. You didn't have all that.
So let me ask this question.
So the accolades make no sense because it didn't even exist then. It's they little filter weights. It's ridiculous. That's just my opinion.
So let me ask this question. If Shakur Stevenson beats T.O., is he top 5 pound for pound?
Is he top 5 pound for pound? I'm trying to think about T.O.'s style. So I go by styles. I don't go by no accomplishment. I don't.
T.O. is a multi-division champion. He's the lineal champion. He's at the top of the division.
Yeah, to me, when I go for pound, I don't care about accomplishments as much. Now, chances are, if someone's really good, they can have a belt. But do I think there's some people who are better and never had a belt? Yes, that happens all the time. But if he beat, I already had Shakur on my pound for pound. That's because I just think he's that good. So do I think he's like, does he like jump a whole much? No, not that much, because T.O., I think to myself, have I seen Shakur fight someone who is a counterpuncher? Yes. Have I seen him fight someone who T.O.'s very athletic? Have I seen? Yes, I've seen him do that. Like, he is, in my opinion, I guess what I'm trying to say is when Shakur takes on T.O., is he taking on a style or something he's never seen before? I don't know if I can say that. I don't know. I might give him a notch up or something, because, and another reason I can't say pound for pound, because, man, remember, it's about weight. It's about saying, hey, if you were the same size as this person, you would be better. Yes, Shakur is moving up, but you're still the bigger man. So to me, it doesn't really, you get what I'm saying? That's why the whole moving up, challenging yourself stuff doesn't work in today's time as much, because you're not really doing it. If you're moving up and you're the bigger guy, it doesn't answer any questions in my brain about, it doesn't answer any question about, ooh, if I was the same size as this person, I could beat them. I don't know, because you're still the bigger guy. So no, it probably can move them up maybe a notch, but no, you want to be top pound for pound for this, not for T.O., not for me. Now, if it was somebody like way smaller or something, maybe, it's also, this is a style I've seen you fight before, because this is another thing. Remember I was telling you earlier about how I think it was like a week or two ago, how sometimes people move up. You can move up and around different styles. You fought this style. I've seen you fight this style, well, similar. He hasn't fought quite a T.O. And I'm not saying it's not dangerous. I might bump Shakur up. Would he like over jump Inoue or I don't know, whoever? I really got to sit and think about, pound for pound. Because for me, it's if this person and this person fought and they were naturally the same size, who will win? That's what pound for pound is by the very definition of our league. That's the very definition. In this case, Shakur still has a size advantage. So I don't know how much it affects pound for pound for me. I got to think about that.
All right, let me go around the panel. I got about 10, 15 minutes left on here. Flyer, what's your 2 cents? What you think?
Well, to answer your question, I think that if Shakur beat T.O., that would definitely move him up higher on the pound for pound list. I would put him at 3 on my list.
So where's T.O. on the list?
I got T.O. at 4 right now.
You got T.O. at 4 pound for pound?
Yes, because for me, I got a criteria for my pound for pound list, and the heaviest weighing criteria in my pound for pound list is skill. Is their skill, and so I think that T.O. was a highly skilled fighter. I think the thing that messed T.O. up a lot of times is his mental. His mental is not strong. His ring IQ and his focus a lot of times. I think that's what got him beat by Kambosos. But the reason why I will put Shakur up there, because if he beat T.O., he's basically living out the essence of pound for pound. He moved up in weight classes and until he got to 135, and now he's about to move up to 140 and beat a champion. T.O. got, I think, the best win at 140, when he beat Josh Teller, because Josh Teller was the lineal champion. He was a former undisputed champion. T.O. was he was lineal twice. He was lineal at 135, and he is lineal currently at 140. So if Shakur beat him, that's a real good, argument to put him higher up on the pound for pound list, in my opinion.
Hey,
Okay,
everybody done talking?
Hold on, Rich. I'm gonna let you go. Shout out Rich on the panel.
Okay.
I already said how I felt about that whole, T.O. beat Josh Taylor. Like, I get it. T.O. beat Josh Taylor, but T.O. beat like the best of the old 140 class, right? Like, okay, you beat Josh Taylor, but you beating Josh Taylor does not determine to me where you're at in this new class of 140 pound fighter. I can see if it was still the same old 140 pound names we talking about. No, it's a whole new batch of 140 pound fighters there in the division for T.O. to fight, and he hasn't fought none of them. So that whole because you beat.
Hold
on, Rich. Hold on.
I heard Boxing Hank about to jump on you.
I got you, Rich. I'm gonna let you go. And so that whole, oh, he beat Josh Taylor. Okay, cool. He beat Josh Taylor, the best of the old guard, so to speak. So if Shakur comes to 140 and beats T.O., how can we still give any type of best or any type of top of the ranking of the division? Because Shakur Stevenson beat T.O. and T.O. only beat Josh Taylor. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And it's like, just if T.O. wins, that's a good win. It's a great fight. Like he said, I don't disagree with him. He beat one of the four kings. Teofimo Lopez is a highly decorated fighter. If he want to put himself at top 5 in the pound for pound list for beating T.O. because of the accolades or whatever measure he's going about, I don't have a problem with that. That is fine. But to me, it doesn't satisfy me and make me be like, yeah, you that nigga at 140. I don't feel that.
Him moving, him moving up don't mean anything either.
Go ahead, Rich.
So nah, this is what I want to say. I think I don't know if Jupe said that Shakur don't need to be in the pound for pound list at all. I don't know if she said that because I just came up here, but anybody who say that he don't need to be in it, he need to be in it right now. And if he beat T.O., he definitely be in. If you don't think that he need to be in the pound for pound list at all, if he beat T.O., you must be smoking crack. Because ain't no way you have a nigga like Nakatani inside what's his name? Nakatani that was just in there. Like a person can't even really name 2 or 3 people that he fought or whatever, and them people they got a good resume. He's in a pound for pound list, but you don't see them all excited on these panels talking about why he's not in the why is he in a pound for pound list? If that nigga was ever, if his skill set was ever at
nobody questioned about him being on the pound for pound.
Okay, no, I thought that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If anybody questioning on him, why is he on a pound for pound list, or if Tio, people got the right to say that Shakur need to be number 5 or something. If he beat Tio, he dominated at 126. He was top 3 at 126. He was top 3. He was number 1 at 130. Number 1 at 126. You can arguably say he top 3 at 135. You could say he number 1 at 135. He going up to 140, a place that Gary Antoine Russell at. And Gary Antoine Russell, I respect his opinion on his boxing skills and all that stuff more than a lot of people in these panels when he said that the man at 140 is Tio. That's the man to beat at 140. He said that before the Shakur fight even happened. He said he got the belt, he got the ring. Thing, and that's the top leader at 140. He said out of his mouth, and that's another.
But T.O. is not the man to beat at 140.
That's another champion that's in the 140 class saying that about him. So yeah, I agree with that Shakur doing something good for going up there and fight him. And as far as people keep screaming out this rehydration clause shit, yeah, we all know niggas fuck up and say stupid stuff. But he was really being a hater talking about Tank, and Tank went up to 140 and put Barrios on the rehydration clause, then went down to 135, and then went up to 136 and 137, put Ryan Garcia on the rehydration clause, nigga. You already went up to 140 before. Now you got to put somebody on rehydration clause at 136, 137, whatever they came in the weighing ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he probably was really talking about. That Ryan Garcia shit.
Rich. May I respond since he mentioned me?
Hold on, Rich.
Wait. I didn't mention you. If you didn't say nothing about Shakur being on a pound for pound.
You said my name.
I just said if you didn't say nothing about Shakur being on a pound for pound list, if he beat T.O., then I'm not talking to you. But as far as
let me say this. Hold on, Rich. Let me say this because I don't know why y'all keep playing like Tank wasn't strategic with that weight clause on Ryan Garcia, so he wouldn't be bullshitting. Hindsight 2020, that was the perfect thing. That was a great idea for Tank to put that nigga on the rehydration clause. I don't understand why y'all just won't ever admit that. Like y'all keep bringing it up.
I admit it. Wait, let me say something. I mean, at the same time, he went up to 140. He already used his body weight to go up to 140. And he put somebody on rehydration clause. That's cool. That's acceptable.
How did this become about Tank? Oh my God.
No. She was talking about it earlier before I left. That's why I said something. She was
wrap it up.
She was talking about that earlier before I left when I was inside the comments. I left for a second. And then when he went back down to 135, then he moved up to 136 or 137 for Ryan Garcia and put him on rehydration clause. I guess that's what Shakur was being a hater, and that's what he was talking about. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, he was hating, and he kind of contradicted himself, but at the same time, if you talking about him going to 140 to fighting somebody, then just moving straight up to 147, not come on, man. He was just at 135. This gonna be all done in a year. So that's why he probably speaking on some rehydration clauses and all that shit. But he definitely contradicted himself. But if you did not say that Shakur need to be on the pound for pound list, he shouldn't be on the pound for pound list at all, then I'm not talking to you.
Okay, let me go ahead and respond really quickly. I'm just gonna I promise you, I'm going to behave myself because I do want to respect your time and your panel. I don't know what it is though. I will be so like clear and as fair as I can be, and I don't know, they won't be for me. I would say this because I'm not even gonna go there. What I said was, and I think the chat heard me. I said I already had Shakur on my pound for pound.
Oh, then I'm not talking to you.
I know. Okay, right. But the fact is, why did you want to hear? Like, do you understand that you're putting yourself in a position you want to hear something to go at me? Like I can say them nice. I can defend Shakur every day. Then you'll say, "I'll never hear you defend Shakur." And I literally be on these Friday women only panels. Be the only person. 2 Cent, can you verify? Don't I be defending Shakur? I'm the only person.
Yeah, but
crazy,
you hold on. You defend him like you defend him like these. Wait, hold on. You defend him like one of
people.
Wait. No. You defend him like some of these clown ass niggas be defending Shakur, acting like they cool with him, but they not.
Rich, if you don't want, now you see how I've been trying to start a new leaf today. Every day I try to start new, and they never. And then when I
go ahead.
Bring that energy. Everybody act I'm crazy. I never initiate, but I will finish. I'm telling you, Rich, be chill. I'm trying to be on good behavior Sunday, baby. My Bears about to play. I need you to relax. I'm trying here. I said I already had Shakur on the pound for pound list. I defend Shakur all the time, and I criticize him just like I defend Tank sometimes, and I criticize him. I criticize Tank all the time. The difference is I don't get pushback when I criticize Tank, because Tank fans be in agreement with me when I criticize Tank. For some reason, if I criticize Shakur, I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. It's insane to me. I don't understand. Like, I criticized Tank. I said he deserved to lose that fight. It was a stupid fight. I don't like it. I said I wish Coach Calvin was pop him sometimes. He get on my. I say all kind of stuff, and I never get pushback. The minute I say, man, Shakur, you criticize, you double speaking. It's hey, you really hate him. What? It's crazy. It's y'all. It's not me. I promise.
Hey, that boy Shakur Stevenson. Shakur soft touch Stevenson said that y'all just what he say? Y'all just begging me to go to 140. Like everybody want me to go to 140.
He said that's Sugar Shakur.
I literally said no one asked him to go to one. Not only did we not ask him to go to 147, we didn't even ask him to go to 147.
Said y'all asked me. He said y'all asked me to go. I said I would go. Nigga, nobody asked you to go. You said you would go. Like
I was finally happy. I thought once Keyshawn went up, we would be done with the whole how come Shakur and Keyshawn won't fight each other. I thought we were gonna be done with it. I was happy. Shakur messed that up by going back up. But anyway, really quick,
this is where
y'all be tripping. And when it comes to Tank, Shakur is absolutely. It's not just hating. He don't have a problem with something unless Tank does it. Then it's a problem because
let me get the super chat real quick, Jude. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $20 in the super chat. If y'all didn't know, orange is my favorite color. So if y'all really just want to put a smile on 2 Cent's face, just drop some orange in the chat. He says my documentary coming out in March, The Rise and Fall of the Tankomaniacs. It's a 3-part series. Boxing, Hacker, and Flyer Frequency. I need to interview y'all. I need some devoted Tankomaniacs to interview. 2 Cent Boxing. Salute. I'll be your documentary, Big Dog Willie. I
love about that super chat is that he kind of outed Hacker and Flyer as the actual Tankomaniacs and not us. Anyway, but one last thing, I want to say what's crazy about what Shakur said about the rehydration clause is that Shakur, okay, you came from 126 just like Tank did, right? You're at 135. He's at 135. The difference is that when Tank moved up to 140, he had only fought at 135 one time. Remember, he fought at 130. He went to 135, went back to 130, then went to 140. Because at the time he was trying to decide what weight was comfortable, because that's when he was partying and that's when he was trying to do his transition, trying to get his life right, and he hasn't had any problems since. So you're complaining about that, but no one even asked you to go up, and now you have no problem with it because I don't want this person to blow up. No, you're absolutely you're contradicting yourself, just like Devin did with that whole. I told you the weight, the catch weight. Y'all are contradicting yourselves. It's okay. It's you can't do it, but I can do it. It's different rules, and they act just like some of the fan base. I'm not saying all the fan base. I'm a Shakur fan. I don't act like that. But some of these fan bases, you can't critique them. You can't admit that they're wrong. I don't understand that. I didn't come up with that type of fandom, and I think that's something y'all need to figure out why y'all act like that.
No,
Hey, listen, but this is you asked where we're at with the Keyshawn and Shakur Stevenson thing, Juke. This is where we at with it. They now posing and dressing alike and taking pictures.
Hey, look, the thing about it is though, right? That when Shakur beat Tio, Keyshawn gonna come inside the ring with the belt in their hand. Both of them gonna have belts in their hand. And guess what y'all gonna do? Make content and be mad about it. That's what's gonna be tag team champions of the world. Tag team champions. Them niggas gonna take over one. They gonna take over 140. They gonna take over 147. They gonna take over 135. Sorry, Devin Haney. That's what they're gonna do.
Let me say this. Be mad or care? The fact that they have to take over a division, the fact that they have to take over a division together. But let me say this real quick, because I'm about to hop off here. I'm gonna get Big Dog Willie get his 2 cents.
They gonna be mad.
Big Dog Willie, what's going on?
What's cracking? What's cracking? I'm not gonna be too long. So my documentary is coming out in March. I just want to say it. So frequent flyer and why you laughing, man?
Funny, man.
Frequent flyer and Boston Hacker. No, you guys are Devin fans. So I need 2 Devins, about 2 Taker Maniacs, and I got some Shakur fans. So we can all mix it up. So I can hear perspective from 3 different fan bases. And so Taker Maniacs, I can just listen to you guys all day long. You guys are hilarious. Devin fans, you guys are insane too. Just not bad as Taker Maniacs right now. And last year, you guys were out of control. But Taker Maniacs are out of control right now. So that's what I need from you guys. So I will go on your channel, Frequent, and then talk to you about it, okay?
All right,
I got questions and everything. And Rich, I'll talk to you. Rich, I need to talk to you.
Interview people.
Hey, look, this is what I gotta say before I go.
What kind of is not even the topic.
This why I gotta say. This is what I gotta say, right? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Listen, man. Shakur fighting January 31st. Get ready for him to be in the top 5 pound for pound. Nakatani about to get out the way. Bam might have to get out the way too, or whatever, because them niggas at the lower weight division, I'm agreeing with Frank Flyer. Y'all might as well make a pound for pound list with the lower division and the women's division, because it ain't really that much competition for people to be all like obsessed with them and stuff like that, saying that they really in the way. They taking up a lot of space. You know what I'm saying? As far as Juke, man, just when you ride for Shakur, just really ride for him, man.
Phone number, bro, so you can call him.
First of all, you cut me off. To say what he's saying. Anyway, I just want to say that Juke, you're Taker Maniac, so I'm gonna hit you up too. Okay, so
you know what?
You gotta take care.
You are the.
What kind of questions you gonna ask them? Like, what's Tank's favorite color and stuff like that?
That man, Big Dog Willie sent out $3,895 in super chats just to talk about Tank, even when he ain't the topic. I don't understand.
Damn.
I like Tank, but it ain't that deep. I was comfortable talking about pound for pound, the history of boxing. I don't gotta talk about Tank all day.
But Taker Maniacs remind me.
I don't understand. Okay, that's fine, but why do y'all keep? I didn't even bring him up. Who cares? What did he do to y'all? He's not the topic today.
Taker Maniacs So remind
Like
me
he's
of like
not the
the old
topic.
school.
Juke, I
They
was
trying
live.
to keep
I
him
was live.
relevant, bro. They
I
trying
was
to keep him
live.
relevant.
Hey,
I
where
was
Big
live
Dog Willie
5
go?
He
minutes.
don't even got to fight. I know you might have brought him up, but what I'm saying, girl, like he's not the topic today. He's not the topic, and he don't got a fight lined up. This man just lost his grandma. He had funerals dealing with family stuff, and they like, bro. We supposed to be supporting and promoting Shakur, and y'all don't know how to do that without attaching yourselves to this man. Like,
Who attached
I
themselves?
don't even want to hear about Tank that much. So I really don't. Like, I like him. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think he super duper crazy talented. I don't want to talk about him as much. Y'all
That's what
are
I'm saying.
obsessed
That's why I
with
be
him.
like, I was on here 5 minutes before somebody said something about Tank. I'm like, good Lord, we ain't talking about Tank. But I wanna
Yeah,
thank
hey,
everybody for joining me today. Everybody that supported in the super chat, everybody that came up on the panel. Man, I don't know. This Sunday show be going by too quick. I'm on here extra 40 minutes today. It's still going by too fast. People trying to get me to stay, teach like y'all drop some super chats so 2 cents can stay an extra hour. I can't do it today, teach, but shout out to y'all that came up today. I'm gonna let everybody get off the panel. We're not gonna do our final 2 cents today because I stayed over a little bit extra. Shout out to everybody that came up. And listen, I really want to talk about this, but we'll probably talk about it 2 cents after dark. So come back Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m., 9:30, 10ish. It's 2 cents after dark. It's going down. Y'all know how I go down on 2 cents after dark. That might be 2 cents after dark. I don't really know which one is my favorite show because they're all my favorite shows for different reasons. But I think I really, really enjoy doing the 2 cents after dark show because it's just open discussion and I really enjoy that. So come back 2 cents after dark and we're gonna talk about this Keyshawn thing. Keyshawn signing with Jay Prince, him being on the undercard. Like it's like a bunch of different puzzle pieces to me, and I'm trying to put them all together. So I just want to let you know how my brain is working. I mean, I'm just curious, like, did Jay Prince sign Keyshawn to replace Shakur, or did Jay Prince sign Keyshawn to kind of maybe stifle Keyshawn? Like, because what if Keyshawn outshines Shakur Stevenson in this upcoming fight? What if that happens? Has anybody ever thought about that being a possible outcome? Because when you really think about it, Keyshawn Davis was on the trajectory. I was saying, I don't even know if I made videos about it, but I know I talked about it in my live. Keyshawn Davis is he's bypassing Shakur right now. If he would have won that David Santos fight, he would have been in a whole nother level right now of stardom and popularity and people talking about him. He would have been on a different type of playing field right now. It almost seemed like he kind of took a step backwards. I do understand he messed up and did some things wrong or whatever. But look, I can't go into it deep right now. Come back Tuesday for 2 cents after dark. Shout out to everybody that joined me today. If you just getting here, go back and watch the replay. If you're listening to the replay, be sure to punch the like and subscribe button. And let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live. Help support the channel by hitting the $sign at 2 cents boxing or hitting the heart with the $sign in it and leaving a special thanks below. Let me know you enjoy the show and that I'm doing a good job. And listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, kicking you off the panel, leaving you in the background, cussing you out, timing you out the chat, muting you when you're trying to talk, come on over to 2 cents boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Thank you.